there that one goes, and there that one goes. So we'll just see now how we're doing. We're green, which is good. So good evening, ning, ning, ning. I don't know why that didn't start. There it goes. Okay, well, that's the first thing. It wasn't the batteries that weren't charged. It just stopped. And we got it. We couldn't get it to charge. So I am so upset after that because I get tired. You know, when you're on here and then all of a sudden all hell breaks loose. And yeah, I threw a hissy. So I get on there and I go after Verizon. You know, I want a replacement. They won't charge. It won't do anything. It is dead. And I finally get a gal on there from technical support. And she goes, just remove the battery for 30 seconds. And I go, there's no flipping place to remove the battery. It's just a sealed, there's nothing on here.
So I got a knife and I opened up the thing and I got the battery out.
And it fired right up.
Yep.
So I don't know, it just stopped. But I'll blame it on Greg if he hadn't been up here dancing around like an idiot. You know, making all kinds of shit. And so, I don't know. We're just, once we conquer one thing, there's something else.
We feel so bad when we have problems on this thing. I know that it's irritating for you guys. We can't help it. Where we live, we just have terrible service, and you have no idea how we've been sweating the load over the past hour because we just had a storm. I mean, I've never seen anything like that. Those clouds dip down like almost touch the water when you're looking out to the water from my kitchen. And it was really eerie, and I thought, oh shit, we're never going to be able to do the show tonight. So just know that we feel terrible when that happens.
I got a new disc. It's not a new disc, it's a used one. Because I had this 1 impound out here. This is my not only showpiece, it's vital. The one right out here that me and Capo put in. And I just push. And I just got that new disc. My disc broke, my packer broke. I got another one. And
then he had a flat tire on his tractor today.
My God, man, it was getting bad around here. But I disced it up. I still don't have a packer, so I'm dragging a piece of chain link fence out there. More the merrier. I threw down more Jap millet seed out there, then we'll see what happens. And I also got a bag of Sea Duck Roberts sorghum and threw that out there. And then I fertilized that shit. So luckily we didn't flood.
He was on that tractor all day long. He said last night, as soon as I get up, and by God, he meant it, he's been on that tractor all day. He didn't even have breakfast and he didn't have lunch. And I'd say about 30 minutes, 45 minutes after he got off of that tractor, got everything planted and packed in, here came the most beautiful rain. He was really afraid it was going to screw us up, that it was just going to come pounding, but it didn't. So he's happy tonight. He's really happy.
We'll see. I don't know. I still don't know the extent of the damage from all those downpours that we had. You know, you don't want to be disking stuff up. I mean, you got to disc it up to plant it, but when you disc everything up and you're on bare ground and shit like that happens, and it's on a level anyhow, that stuff runs from one end to the other. It's just taking everything with it. I still don't know the extent of that, but I mean, you have to. What you don't want, you want rain. You don't want downpours. So it's been a struggle. The rest of the fields are coming up. They're beautiful. Jeff was able to get in and spray the cockaburls and all kinds of stuff. I mean, everything is really coming up nice. They're calling for a chance of rain tomorrow, but we got a good storm yesterday. Last night it was a heavy rain, worrisome, and then it tapered off. I'm surprised I was able to get out there today in the tractor. But other than that, I'm done talking about millet reports. We'll talk about your mom. Go ahead.
Chuck, thank you for asking. We're red.
We're green now.
We're talking too loud. Thank you for asking about my mom. My mom is doing fine. She doesn't have very much of a cough. She's really not even, from what it sounds like, not even displaying symptoms. Um, Talking about lucking out, my sister and I have been worried to death and not being able to see her. But my sister got a phone call this morning. My mother, this nursing home that she's in, I mean, it's nice, but it's a nursing home that's down here. And up on the hill, they call it the greenhouses. It's a new thing that they're trying where the patients actually interact with the nurses and with housekeeping. So they can do their own laundry if they want to, or somebody will do it for them. If my mother's hungry, at 3 o'clock in the morning, she can go in the kitchen and get something and make her a sandwich there. I mean, she can help cook her supper. You know, things that we take for granted. It's just going to be so much better for her emotionally, good for her mentally. She's going to have a private room, lots of closets. We can take her furniture, hang up curtains. It's just going to be so good for her, and thank God.
Still can't go see her.
No, I still can't go see her, but we can take some of her furniture down as long as they can disinfect, sterilize stuff. My sister can take that stuff and drop it off, so that's good. So the plan is now that she will be tested again. She's been in there for 7 days. We're losing that thing. They will test her again in 7 days, and then they will take her from quarantine straight to the new greenhouses. Yeah, Lily, it is the independence part.
It's this storm.
It's coming in and out. I'm sorry, guys.
That storm's right on top of us right now. So this is, I don't know what else to do.
Where is that thing?
Latest and greatest. It's right out there. It's in 3 bars. So I don't know any way else of doing it. You should try being on the receiving end of this stuff. Sitting here looking at that little light thing go like that. So I will I'll do my best. I'll go out here. I don't know if something didn't happen, but let me slide.
I have the other thing right over there.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that.
Try that one.
Just gone.
Yeah, it's gone now. There's no interruption, Karen, because it looks like that we just don't have a signal here. Okay. There you go. Now it looks like we got a little bit on. We're sorry. The storm is right over the top of us. You're good. He's outside with that thing now trying to work on it. But yeah, it's going to be great for my mom. And I don't know if they jumped the gun by putting her in isolation. I don't know. I know they have to be really careful, but I would hope that pretty soon they can figure something out to where my sister and I, our family, can all be tested. My sister's already been tested twice, and she's negative. So I would really like it if we could.
Did we lose it? I'm not going to be able to change
It was green when you were out there. I was giving you a thumbs up.
I don't. Thumbs up. I don't know. if I change the
Well,
connection to the
they
other
say that it goes in and out.
Change the
Are you listening to
connection.
me?
If I
They say
change-
it's still going. Terry says it's okay.
Change the connection now.
That's right, Terry. Bless his heart. Yes. He's got that thing propped up on a ladder outside trying to get a signal for you guys. That's so funny. Chuck, thank you for the offer of that big floating thing. I would love to have it. But people don't really swim out here. We get little sea nettles that'll just burn you. So there's not a lot of swimming out there, and I just don't think that we would get any use to it. If we lived on a lake, I'd absolutely take you up on it, because that thing looks... Chuck has this humongous float that I think will hold 10 people or something. It's even got coolers built in it. It's humongous. And he offered to send it down here for the charity, and it was such a sweet thing, but can't do that.
What
And
do you
then
want to do? Give us bay floaties or some shit?
it was huge.
There's
It
bull
was
sharks out there.
It was
Big ones.
It was
They
very
catch
cool.
the damn bull sharks in the bay. Not far from here. I'd catch one off the dock.
Yeah, so we don't really swim out there. We get on the jet ski, and that's about it.
They're little jellyfish. We call them sea nettles. We had them when I was a kid here. They stink a little bit. They're okay.
They sting like hell. It hurts. That thing hurts.
The delay in that one. It happened Sunday Live. No, the battery issue. So this is Dean's wine right here. I got that tractor hooked up today, and I came in here and I downed a couple of bottles of Gatorade, and then I made me a gentleman Jack and Coke and went back out there and finished it. So I'm on the wine right now.
I really wanted Dean to be able to do the video last Sunday. He and his wife, Maureen, Dean's been here several times, as you all know, but I'd never got to meet Maureen before, and she's just as sweet as she can be, just easy, like I'd known her all my life. And Maureen's got a little hippie side to her, too. So I like that, but it was a very, very nice visit, a short visit, but nice. So, and he brought me a case of his wine, which I love. He makes good wine. I have paint. Look at my hands. I've got paint. Oh, can you see it? There's paint on my arm. I got paint everywhere, and I've even taken a shower. When he was on the tractor, I have decided to redo my bathroom. I'm the sloppiest painter you've ever seen, but I didn't do too bad today. Everything's old in this house, which I like. I like vintage stuff, but it's got yellow tile, and the closets and stuff are painted, I mean, like canary yellow, ugly as shit. So it's getting an overhaul, a paint job. I just have to wait for Dawn to help me cut in the very last at the top. I'm not very good at cutting in. So, and then I'll be done with that. I want to ask a question to my ladies on here, Karen on here. Have you ever seen anybody paint the ceiling the same color as the walls? I'm painting the walls really, really light gray, and I just sort of would like to paint the ceiling the same color, but I don't think I've ever seen that done. I didn't know if there was a reason why everybody's ceiling had to be white. Is that like a thing?
It's like you don't wear white after May or something like that.
Oh, hell, that's not what it is. That's not what it is.
You can only do it at certain times of the year.
Donko, that's wonderful. 7 pounds in 2 weeks. That's that. Now, your bread, it's expensive, but you can get zero carb bread right on Amazon on the website, and at Walmart, Food City, Food Line, all of those. They have something called, I don't know, 62 or 63, and it's the lowest carb bread that you can get, and it's Dawn doesn't like it, but it's not bad. If you're really trying to lose weight, it's not bad at all. But I'm proud of you. Good for you. You can also get the healthy pasta. It ain't worth a shit, but I make it every once in a while. I just, even when I was really first doing the keto thing, that was about my downfall. I do pretty good, but I'd break down and have my pasta. I had to.
See, there's gold mice there. And he's saying as an agent, he's rarely seen that. I don't know if that's taste, because we've seen your video. We're going to load it up and just hold our breath at what the subscribers. And he's the he uploaded a video for us that you laughed your ass off at.
I asked you if you put that up, and you said yes.
No, I haven't put it up. I downloaded it, but there's just, maybe there's a farm to be run here.
Oh, I tell you right now, I laughed my ass off at that video, and I thought, God, he just sounds just like us. We'd be big buddies if you lived here. I'm telling you.
We'll get your stuff up. So, I usually paint the ceiling like that. You guys, man. You guys.
No, Donko, I'll tell you what I did. When we have hamburgers, I do everything except the bun. I put lettuce, meat, onions, tomatoes, everything, and I put me some mayonnaise and mustard on my plate, and I cut it just like that and dip it in mayonnaise and mustard. And I don't miss the bread so bad as long as I load it up.
I do. I miss that shit. So, you like those sunflowers, huh? I was all panicked out with those things, and man, that place is rocking down there. I got doves all over the place already now. So just when you think it's really bad because you're listening to other people tell you it's really bad, it's not. It's not. So the fields are coming up. Those I've got 3 sunflower fields, and the other 2 don't look as good as that one, but they'll pull doves in. And this place was set up for dove hunting. The old man, all the old guys. This place was owned by an admiral at one point, and it was owned by that Korean vet Marine when we got it from him. It's got a real crazy history here. And I better go get that thing that I found. But at some point, somebody put in telephone poles and strung that dove wire all the way from the barn to the back end, one end of the property, because dove like perching on something and looking down before they go to make sure there's not a cat down there. And when we got here, the wire was broken, and one of the guys I met who hunted here a lot said it's broken because the old Marine shot so many doves off the wire, and he wasn't he wasn't a fan of wing shooting. If it landed in the water in front of him, he was going to shoot that duck, and if it was on that perch, he didn't appreciate the challenge. It's probably from shooting a bunch of Chinese and North Koreans over there, but no. So we're set up for doves. So I'm gonna get this thing. Let me go get my rock. Is it still up in the window?
Yep. Hi, Red Man.
Red Man doesn't know what
Red
this
Man's
is.
not been on here for... Yeah, Red Man will know what it is. He is intrigued by this rock. He's showed it to everybody. So, hi, Herman. We had to call Brandy and cancel Brandy coming down for her trip. That's coronavirus. We just don't know. And with my mom being the way it is, I don't want to take any chances, because just as soon as they tell me that I can see her, I'm on a plane and I'm going to Tennessee. So I'm just not going to take any chances. She said that she didn't wear a mask all the time, grocery shopping and stuff. So we just asked her if we could postpone it for a little bit. All right, Red Man, here's the trick for you. See if you can figure this out. Don's so proud he found this thing.
I'm not so proud I found it. I found it in one of the impoundments. It was the old impoundment, one of the original ones here. And I just looked down and I saw it. And those things have been dug out for a while. But that's it right there.
It really is cool.
And
I mean, that's a rock.
it just goes right through. I'm trying to get it to, you can see. It's that, what the hell am I doing wrong here?
There you go.
Okay. And it looks like you can hold it here. I've asked a number of farmers, is this anything that could have come off of an old piece of machine? Because there's a real history here into the 1700s. But no, there's nothing. That is a rock. And I asked Senator Hopkins, who has quite an arrowhead collection of their spearheads, arrowheads, and I said, could an Indian have drilled that hole? And he said, oh yeah, they could have. It's one of the hardest rocks. It's a rock. Mm-hmm. And it's the smooth edge up here, and it's almost like it's designed to hold.
That is exactly what I said. It looks like a pipe. It looks like a peace pipe. I think we ought to try to smoke out of it. I do. That's
colorblind cornman. I'm terrible here with this.
The storm.
God help us. We're just getting nowhere.
Yep.
Oh boy. So.
I want to know about the rock. Come back. Sorry.